It's time to take charge of your financial future and invest with Klondike Royalties. Klondike Royalties specializes in managing and optimizing royalty interests in the oil and gas industry. Like royalties paid on manufactured products, oil and gas royalties are paid on how much material is produced. Investing in oil and gas royalties can be a way to diversify your portfolio, as it's not directly tied to the stock market or other traditional investments. Their mission is your financial success. Invest with Klondike Royalties today. Oil and gas royalties can provide a steady stream of income without requiring active involvement in the production or extraction process. Your success is their success, and they prioritize your interests and objectives every step of the way. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Invest with Klondike Royalties, and let's make your financial dreams a reality.
Today, I'm delighted to introduce you to Klondike Royalties, a company that is redefining the landscape of the oil and gas industry through their unwavering commitment to transparency, integrity, and long-term sustainability. If you're seeking an exciting investment opportunity that combines innovation, sustainability, and significant growth potential, then look no further. At Klondike Royalties, their mission is crystal clear: expertly managing and optimizing royalty interests for investors in the oil and gas sector. Their mission is not just a tagline, but it's also a testament to their dedication in delivering exceptional value and returns to their esteemed investors.
Welcome to America's Next Investment, a new era of investing.
When we return, we get to sit with the principals of Klondike Royalties, where we can dive deep into conversation about an investment opportunity that you have to be part of a game-changing venture that's making a positive impact. Stay tuned.
It's time to take charge of your financial future and invest with Klondike Royalties. Klondike Royalties specializes in managing and optimizing royalty interests in the oil and gas industry. Like royalties paid on manufactured products, oil and gas royalties are paid on how much material is produced. Investing in oil and gas royalties can be a way to diversify your portfolio, as it's not directly tied to the stock market or other traditional investments. Their mission is your financial success. Invest with Klondike Royalties today. Oil and gas royalties can provide a steady stream of income without requiring active involvement in the production or extraction process. Your success is their success, and they prioritize your interests and objectives every step of the way. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Invest with Klondike Royalties, and let's make your financial dreams a reality.
You're watching America's Next Investment. I'm sitting down now with Shawn Bartholomae, who is the CEO of Klondike Royalties. Shawn, thank you for taking the time to talk to me today. I know you've got a really busy schedule, but this is so important that we're able to talk to you about this investment opportunity. Before we dive into that though, I'd love to start by hearing a little bit about your background.
Yes, I've been in the oil and gas industry for 30 years. So I've done everything. I've operated wells, drilled wells. We put together numerous offerings. I've got an incredible team that I've been involved with, scientists, geologists, geophysicists, and we've just done it all from every aspect, every facet of the industry. We've done it over the last 30 years, which has kind of driven us into the Klondike Royalties opportunity.
So tell us a bit more about Klondike Royalties then, and how it came to be.
Yeah, Klondike Royalties really has a unique story. At the end of the day, long story short, we were able to acquire this acreage in Alaska in the Cook Inlet. And it was dead center in the heart of a major development, a find that ARCO had. Through some twists and turns and negotiations, I was able to end up with the acreage. And ultimately, what I did is, I just took the acreage and I sold the acreage to a company that would market it to a large oil and gas company that would develop it, and I cut the royalties out and I kept the royalties. Okay. And that's how it came to be.
Well, that was going to be my next question for people who didn't maybe understand what the royalties part of this was. Do you want to expand on that a little bit more? I think you gave quite a good example there.
Yeah, the royalties really are the place to be in oil and gas. That's where investors want to be. And typically, private investors never get the chance or the opportunity to have royalty ownership. That's always reserved for the operators and the landowners and the state. Well, I was able to position myself with these royalties, and I've been fortunate enough to share that with my partners. And that's what I'm doing. I'm sharing these royalties with my partners.
With any potential investors?
Yeah, and my potential investors. I mean, this is really what we're doing. So yeah, and it's going beautifully. And it's super exciting because we're right on the brink of this thing really getting off the launching pad.
Hold that thought. We'll be back in just a few minutes as we continue this conversation today with Klondike Royalties. Don't go away.
It's time to take charge of your financial future and invest with Klondike Royalties. Klondike Royalties specializes in managing and optimizing royalty interests in the oil and gas industry. Like royalties paid on manufactured products, oil and gas royalties are paid on how much material is produced. Investing in oil and gas royalties can be a way to diversify your portfolio, as it's not directly tied to the stock market or other traditional investments. Their mission is your financial success. Invest with Klondike Royalties today. Oil and gas royalties can provide a steady stream of income without requiring active involvement in the production or extraction process. Your success is their success, and they prioritize your interests and objectives every step of the way. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Invest with Klondike Royalties, and let's make your financial dreams a reality.
You're watching America's Next Investment. Today we're featuring Klondike Royalties. I'm sitting down with Shawn Bartholomae, who's the CEO. Well, what's your role going to be as CEO?
Well, I'm going to manage the funds. You know, it's really interesting because crafting this investment vehicle in Klondike Royalties was, I wouldn't say it was a challenge, but it had to be done in such a way that we could channel millions of dollars through Klondike Royalties, the partnership itself. And my role is to distribute those funds to the partners and create other opportunities for them to reinvest those funds into diverse strategies, whether it's in real estate or whatever it may be. But we want to move those funds into other areas if they choose to. They don't have to. It's their choice. They can sit back and just enjoy the income. And the income will last for decades on end, and that's pretty much a scientific foregone conclusion at this point.
Well, tell us a bit more about the oil and gas industry as a whole and where it sits today, in your opinion.
You know, the oil and gas industry overall has taken some pretty typical cycles, and it's been pretty consistent over the last 50 years, but I think we're entering into a new oil and gas era. The world's changing. But what's happening here with inflation, oil has taken a key role. It is the hottest commodity on the planet right now. And I think we're positioned with this level of reserve base to receive income in oil and gas royalties that is unsurpassed. I think the opportunity is perfect. It's timed, and we're about to enter into a new bull market. And I think that at the end of the day, we're in a great economic position with large reserves.
What about with renewable energy coming a bit more into the forefront?
Well, you know, if you look at renewable energy, the more it expands, the higher price of oil goes as well. Renewable energies just can't even take place without oil and gas. I mean, oil and gas is here to stay, at least for the foreseeable future. For us as investors, what we're looking at here is in the next 20 to 30 years, what can we see from this reserve base? And it's going to be absolutely massive. Renewable energies do not pose any kind of threat for this type of development.
You mentioned 20, 30 years, so let's talk a little bit about the foreseeable future with Klondike Royalties then. Where do you see your short-term and long-term goals?
Well, it's really interesting. I think the early stages of Klondike Royalties will be the royalties themselves increasing in value because the reserves will go from one classification into another classification, which we consider proven reserves. Once that happens, they become a bankable asset. The financial flexibility is just absolutely off the chart. I mean, you can leverage it. You don't have to manage it. It's just pure income that sustains itself hour after hour, day after day, month after month, for decades on end. And we know this already. I mean, the amount of oil that's in place, it's going to take decades to produce it. And we've got perfect example after example after example in this case of why and how consistently that we should see oil income from this reserve base for 30 plus years.
And so what are your growth strategies to be able to get to those points in the future?
Once the oil is being produced, that's it. The revenue comes in, and once the revenue starts, then we have the options to do, hey, let's go here with this investment. Let's move over into the real estate. Let's move into this investment. There's a lot of things that we can do, but the royalty income in the short stage is going to first take its initial growth by being classified into a bankable asset. The wells will start being drilled, and as they're being produced, the revenue stream will start to increase significantly. We think it's going to take about 3 years to max out at about 40,000 barrels of oil per day. If you look at the 3-year forecast on oil, there's a lot out there that I think is realistic to say that we could see $200 oil in that time frame.
And is that what sets Klondike Royalties apart from others within the industry?
Well, I think so, because there's no one else doing anything else like that. There's no other opportunity for an investor to get involved in a royalty play, not of this magnitude. I mean, investors can buy royalties, existing producing royalties, and usually what they're paying is a premium for those royalties. But to be able to get in at this stage into a reserve base that's into the hundreds of millions of barrels of oil is an opportunity that I've never seen before in 30 years in this industry, and I don't see anybody else doing it as well. I just don't see any other opportunity that could come close to this. So this is a very unique opportunity that could change people's lives. The income is absolutely enormous. It will sustain itself over many, many years. You know, the beauty in it, unlike other investments, is you don't have to manage it. You know, you don't have to trade it. It's just pure income.
It's time to take charge of your financial future and invest with Klondike Royalties. Klondike Royalties specializes in managing and optimizing royalty interests in the oil and gas industry. Like royalties paid on manufactured products, oil and gas royalties are paid on how much material is produced. Investing in oil and gas royalties can be a way to diversify your portfolio, as it's not directly tied to the stock market or other traditional investments. Their mission is your financial success. Invest with Klondike Royalties today. Oil and gas royalties can provide a steady stream of income without requiring active involvement in the production or extraction process. Your success is their success, and they prioritize your interests and objectives every step of the way. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Invest with Klondike Royalties, and let's make your financial dreams a reality.
Welcome back to America's Next Investment. I'm sitting here with Shawn Bartholomae, who is the CEO of Klondike Royalties. Shawn, I want to continue this conversation by asking you, according to energy.gov, I believe that natural gas, oil, and of course coal make up 80% of the energy usage within America. So with that said, how big do you think that Klondike Royalties could actually get?
I can say this, as much oil as we produce will be sold, and that brings our income. Alaska's unique. It's a very different kind of oil state, if you will. It's the sweetest crude on the planet. For an example, Brent crude right now I think is around $84 a barrel. And if we were actually producing right now today, we'd be actually receiving over $100 a barrel with the bonus that we get because the crude is so sweet. It is the best crude on the planet.
And so why have you decided that now is the time that you want to open up this investment opportunity to our viewers watching? Why do you want to have them on board with you?
We have a tremendous investment opportunity, and we're super excited to be able to share that with our partners. And we want to expand our partner base, just like any investment company wants to do. So that's what we're doing.
And where do you see Klondike Royalties sitting within the oil and gas industry?
Well, the oil and gas industry on a global perspective is absolutely enormous, as we know. We're just a dot on the map. But within our in-house investors, the income can be astronomical. And if you look at the cash flow analysis that the engineers had put together for us, well, it's absolutely stunning, really. But the reality is, it's there. And we know what we've got. And it could be much bigger even than what it appears to be on the cash flow analysis.
Let's just go over it one more time then. How does Klondike Royalties make money?
Well, we make money from the royalties, the income. That's how Klondike Royalties was designed, to receive income. As this development goes, these wells will be produced. And what's really interesting is they're going to go in with a production platform. And when that production platform goes in, they'll be drilling well after well after well nonstop. And the cash flow will begin to just increase significantly as each well comes online.
And I know you've had a lot of success in the past with other investment opportunities. So I'm guessing that that's your goal and your trajectory for Klondike Royalties too.
Well, our goal is to be way stronger than anything we've ever done in the past. I mean, it's one thing when you drill a well and it produces, and Like all wells, over time, they began to taper off. Well, here, I don't think we're going to see anything taper off for 20 plus years. So one of the unique things about this investment, aside from the cash flow, is the base value, which is significant. And that is very interesting. It's like, much like in real estate, you have a property that's worth millions of dollars, but it's only bringing in a certain amount of income, but the base value is significant. And that's what we have here.
Fantastic. Well, if there's people at home excited and interested to learn more about this investment opportunity, then what do you want to say to them?
Call the number on the screen for more information.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Shawn. You heard it from him yourself. If you're interested in this investment opportunity and want to find out more information, all you need to do is call the number on the screen. Thanks so much, Shawn. Great having you here today.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's time to take charge of your financial future and invest with Klondike Royalties. Klondike Royalties specializes in managing and optimizing royalty interests in the oil and gas industry. Like royalties paid on manufactured products, oil and gas royalties are paid on how much material is produced. Investing in oil and gas royalties can be a way to diversify your portfolio, as it's not directly tied to the stock market or other traditional investments. Their mission is your financial success. Invest with Klondike Royalties today. Oil and gas royalties can provide a steady stream of income without requiring active involvement in the production or extraction process. Your success is their success, and they prioritize your interests and objectives every step of the way. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Invest with Klondike Royalties, and let's make your financial dreams a reality.
Joining me now is Chuck Fraze, who is Investor Relations at Klondike Royalties. Chuck, thank you for your time today.
Glad to be here.
I'm excited to dive into this conversation about the investment opportunity that you've got on the table for our viewers today. But I first of all want to hear a little bit about your background and how you came to be in this business.
Yeah, I moved to Texas in '95 to start as an oil and gas broker, and worked underneath Shawn for a few years, did my own thing, drilled a bunch of wells, and really was just not satisfied. So I went back to work for Shawn in 2016.
So you've been working together a long time.
Yes, quite a long time.
What's your role then with Klondike Royalties?
I do client relations, but also do a lot of research and development.
And what about the role of Klondike Royalties in the oil and gas industry as a whole?
Basically, we're a bridge for smaller investors to get involved in a major project, something that only Exxon, BP, Shell, these types of companies do offshore.
Can you tell our viewers a little bit more about the investment opportunity that we've got on the table then with Klondike Royalties?
Yes, it's a royalty opportunity, and we're not here to blaze a trail and be pioneers. You know, we're going to piggyback off someone else's previous success. And Arco discovered this field back in the 90s. And they didn't develop it because the price of oil was just too low and the cost of development was just too high. And Shawn, being very savvy in the oil industry, saw an opportunity and made an offer to buy this property in 2000.
And so anybody who's at home investing in this is going to reap the benefits of this production.
We open the door for private investors to get involved in a major place, something that typically only major companies are involved in. And we're very lucky and fortunate to get this property in 2000 when we did.
And so if somebody's curious at home about this investment opportunity, is there something more that you can expand on as to how they would reap the benefits from investing?
We're on the precipice of something huge, and we're allowing the average investor to get involved in something that only major companies do. Okay, this is something that will provide them huge cash flows for 30, 40, maybe even 50 years. It's a true legacy investment. None of my investors are going to outlive this investment. It'll go to their heirs.
Oh wow, that's a huge statement to make. And they do that off the back of the royalties.
Correct. Royalties are the best way to invest in oil and gas. They don't have the liability, they don't have the management, they don't have the encumbrances. All you have to do is wait for the mailbox money to arrive.
That sounds like a no-brainer to me.
It is a no-brainer.
We are going to take a short break. Don't go away, we'll be back in a few as we continue this conversation with Klondike Royalties.
It's time to take charge of your financial future and invest with Klondike Royalties. Klondike Royalties specializes in managing and optimizing royalty interests in the oil and gas industry. Like royalties paid on manufactured products, oil and gas royalties are paid on how much material is produced. Investing in oil and gas royalties can be a way to diversify your portfolio, as it's not directly tied to the stock market or other traditional investments. Their mission is your financial success. Invest with Klondike Royalties today. Oil and gas royalties can provide a steady stream of income without requiring active involvement in the production or extraction process. Your success is their success, and they prioritize your interests and objectives every step of the way. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Invest with Klondike Royalties, and let's make your financial dreams a reality.
You're watching America's Next Investment featuring Klondike Royalties, and I'm sitting here with Chuck, continuing our conversation about this investment opportunity on the table. Tell me a bit more about the advantages that somebody would get from investing in Klondike Royalties.
Well, it's a one-time investment. You just reap the benefits every time one is successful. We're at a threshold where these reserves are going to be reclassified to proved undeveloped. And once that happens, they're going to go up significantly in value.
And so in the best case scenario then, what are the advantages and the opportunities for somebody investing in Klondike Royalties?
Well, the average investor never even gets to see something like this. So to be able to put money into this and generate an income that lasts for decades and decades is tremendous.
And what would you say that Klondike Royalties' go-to strategy is?
This is the first time we've ever opened up this project to allow everyday investors to invest in. So it's a very unique opportunity, and I've never seen any investors invest in offshore royalties before.
And who would you say your target market is for this investment opportunity?
We're opening this to any investor that wants to create a wealth building strategy.
Now, who doesn't want to have their money working for them while they sleep, right? So how big do you think that Klondike Royalties can actually be?
Based on conservative estimates, we're looking at 300 million barrels. But we have engineering that says that it's in excess of 750 million barrels. And that's without hitting the Jurassic. But if the Jurassic hits, then the numbers are going to be into the billions of barrels. I mean, really, really huge.
And we've seen the price of oil and gas go up and down, so where do you think that that might go to?
Well, I've read many reports that say it's going to hit 150. I've seen a report that says it's going to hit 300. I mean, so they're all over the board. But we know that it's going to go up because the war on fossil fuel has only increased the value of oil.
I'm going to pause you there for a second though, Chuck, because we need to take a short break. We'll be back in a few minutes though, so don't go away.
It's time to take charge of your financial future and invest with Klondike Royalties. Klondike Royalties specializes in managing and optimizing royalty interests in the oil and gas industry. Like royalties paid on manufactured products, oil and gas royalties are paid on how much material is produced. Investing in oil and gas royalties can be a way to diversify your portfolio, as it's not directly tied to the stock market or other traditional investments. Their mission is your financial success. Invest with Klondike Royalties today. Oil and gas royalties can provide a steady stream of income without requiring active involvement in the production or extraction process. Your success is their success, and they prioritize your interests and objectives every step of the way. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Invest with Klondike Royalties, and let's make your financial dreams a reality.
Welcome back to America's Next Investment. I'm sitting down with Chuck Fraze, who's from Klondike Royalties, and we're talking about the investment opportunity on the table for you. So Chuck, we talked about this investment opportunity and how this royalties is something really different and really special for our viewers. Can you tell us a bit about other people who've invested in royalties and how they've benefited?
Some of the wealthiest families in the United States have attained their wealth through oil and gas royalties.
Fantastic. It's good to see examples like that so people kind of get a clear understanding of what it is that you're offering and how it's actually benefited people in the past.
Like these wealthy families, we're allowing the everyday investor to invest in the same type of investment vehicle and create the same wealth for their family.
What are some of the other advantages you would say to investing in Klondike Royalties?
One of the greatest advantages is cash flow like this that is so great, that lasts for so many years. There's unlimited options. I mean, if by chance you need the money now, there's an exit strategy that allow you to bring future profits forward.
Fantastic. So if there's people at home wanting to find out more information about this investment opportunity, what can they do?
Call the number on the screen.
There you are, you heard it from Chuck. If you want more information about this investment opportunity and how you could be a part of Klondike Royalties, all you need to do is call the number on the screen. Thank you so much, Chuck.
Thank you for having me.
It's time to take charge of your financial future and invest with Klondike Royalties. Klondike Royalties specializes in managing and optimizing royalty interests in the oil and gas industry. Like royalties paid on manufactured products, oil and gas royalties are paid on how much material is produced. Investing in oil and gas royalties can be a way to diversify your portfolio, as it's not directly tied to the stock market or other traditional investments. Their mission is your financial success. Invest with Klondike Royalties today. Oil and gas royalties can provide a steady stream of income without requiring active involvement in the production or extraction process. Your success is their success, and they prioritize your interests and objectives every step of the way. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Invest with Klondike Royalties, and let's make your financial dreams a reality.
It's been great to learn so much today about Klondike Royalties. Klondike Royalties aims to disrupt the trillion-dollar oil and gas industry, and they're offering you the chance that not many people would ever have the opportunity to be a part of. Your investment in Klondike Royalties today could lead to substantial returns tomorrow. If you want to learn more about Klondike Royalties, then all you need to do is call the number on the screen, and one of our team members will be on hand to tell you more. I'm Louise Houghton, and I'll see you next time on America's Next Investment.